Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to a very snowy Wola Zabierzowska on the Triple Threat Challenge, episode number 45. We're deep in December and I'm bringing you back just because it's sell-off time. There's no work to be done on the farm. I don't even know if there's contracts this month. I didn't really look. If there is, we might do a few just for the hell of it. We're not going to be stuck for the money. Now, this is the last load of carrots. I didn't bring you in when I was selling them off because I made, this is the fifth, this is the fourth or fifth trip. I lost track. I think it's the fifth trip down to the preserved food factory to get rid of them. So our money's gone up. It's not the only reason it's gone up. Of course, we sold our milk the last couple of months. We moved the wool to the spinnery and then we sold off the fabric and that. So other than that, there's no income, of course, from the greenhouses because we shut that down. You've seen it. I did sell off what was it, mustard. I sold off the mustard. There wasn't an awful lot. It was 7,000 litres or something. We didn't get a huge amount from the mustard we harvested. And basically what I done was I cleared out what was left. There was a bit of wheat left in the silo, a bit of millet, a few other bits, not much, on the farm. I brought them up and put them in the grain mill, and the wheat is nearly finished now. The millet is finished. We have a little bit more flour here to transport to sell, and the reason I'm bringing it back in is because we've reached peak on the flour, and there might be peak on a few other little bits and pieces. 4,030 plus 517. Now we did get a decent amount of income from the product we sold off this month. Let's jump on the calendar, or not in the calendar, in the finances, product sold. There you go. Product sold 47,400 and November 1, that included all our greenhouse stuff. So we're down on our greenhouse stuff, but we still have our flour to go. So naturally enough, we don't have the greenhouse stuff. We did sell all that off at the beginning of November. There's another couple of pallets of flour there. It's still working away on what's left of the wheat. I don't know how many there's going to be, but I just wanted to include this at the start of the video because then after we do this sell off, there's nothing going to happen here till March. It's just the nature of the winter time. We're not going to have anything to sell off. We're not going to have anything to do. Just a few contracts maybe. And once we get back to March, then April, we'll be into sowing season and we can get going on all our crops that we have to get in. I hate the way they slow right down in the corners. Yeah. Anyway, you should have waited. I got around. I got to get back to the farm, get this converted to a bale trailer and get the flour and that picked up, and I'll bring you back in. I have to make 2 trips with the flour, I think. Okay, preserved food factory with the flour as well. That's unusual because I had the Grin supermarket down as the sales place when I was selling the carrots, and then it's changed, but it just shows you we're at the high point. It's meant to be in January and it's still rising, but it's obviously changing locations as the price changes as we go through the day, and it might change after we sell the first load. There you go, 27,545 plus 3,543, so you say 31,000 for that load. We do have probably almost another full load. I'm going to pick up this stuff here and drop it off now as well. Might as well. Flour that's here. We get rid of that. There was only 5,000 litres, but might as well. And then I'll go back and get the other one. So we're heading close to, we're over 240,000 now. I did say I'd like to buy that big field and get it sown this year. If at all possible. The last one on the south side of the farm, if at all possible. So we have that whole band of fields the whole way along there. Now, just let's have a look. what else do we have? We only have the usual stuff. Goat milk is going to go to its usual place, the dairy. There won't be much of a difference in the price. The other one is here beside me. Let's see, view all stations. No, there's 200 in the difference. It depends on, if we have space now, we'll bring the goat milk up with us. We'll just get everything sold and get the balance before, as I said, I'll kick you out and I'll bring you back in March. Because there's not really going to be anything worth doing in a video. We've no fields to prepare, we've nothing to do. The only thing we have to do is to, all the fields with oilseed radish, just to cultivate them, that's all. You've seen me cultivating a million times. So I'm going to get back to the farm and get the rest of it loaded up. And I'll give you an update when everything is sold at the end, and we'll see how high we can get that balance up. Now, I decided I wasn't making 2 trips. I did hook this trailer up before to the truck. I can't remember for what, probably for bringing bales in or something. But I just decided, since there was the milk can go up here as well, I said, right, that's 2 more trips I need to make. The one with the full truck of flour, then the next lot of flour and milk. So I said, oh, here. I got the trailer, I brought it around, hooked it up to the back of the truck. And yeah, we're going to get rid of it now. Oh, you know what, I'm going to go in the other gate. It'll actually be easier. So this is the end of it. We don't have anything else to sell off in this winter months. This is... and I went in the wrong gate. The sell-off point for the milk is that one right in front of me. I'm going to take a chance on backing up. I don't want to sell the flour. I don't know whether the flour will actually sell at it. That's being honest with you. No, it won't. That's grand. So 16,000 plus, a little over. Do the truck first. Another 27 and 3, 5, so 28 and 3, another 31. Now, this is the hard part. Getting this onto the trigger. I need to back around. So you can see why we're not going to be far off the cost of that field. Oh, the snow's gone. All of a sudden. Game is funny that way, the way it just disappears. Actually distracted me from what I was doing. Not ideal trailer to have on the back. It'd be nice if there was a trailer that was designed to go with this mod. Straps, there we go. 304,955. That is quite good. Have we anything else? No. Any of the other things, that's not finished making that flour yet. Anything else is food related for the animals. Straw, we've loads of straw. Sunflowers, not at the best price yet. Okay. So the only thing I have to do is move the wool down to the spinnery and then the fabric to the small village shop. Now I might let that run, just build up until March and get the maximum value out of it. So there you go. I just wanted to bring you back in for the sales. I will talk to you in a couple of months' time. We're racing towards sowing season in this episode, which will be March, April. And then after that, that'll be this episode, episode 45, and then 46 will be the harvest season. And it'll be the end of the year. So we're looking at the end of the series probably in episode 46. So this is the third last episode. Sorry, second last episode. Can't count. And yeah, I'll update you when we get ready to get sown a few fields in what'll be a short period of time for you, but for me, there'll be a couple of months to get through. Just bringing you back at the end of February, we're going to sell off the sunflower oil. And we have milk and wool on this, we're just going to sell it all. Sunflower oil goes to, that's that gone, that's 26,500 there. And where is the sunflower oil going? It's up here as well. I think it's a potato factory. Sunflower oil, potato processing plant, yeah. Just decided to run up to the one place. There's no point in driving. There was very little in the difference. The milk was actually worth more up here, so that was it. Yeah, February, the end of February. You can see the money. We had excess animals sold. We even had excess pigs were sold as well from the first one. So there you go, almost 26 or almost 600,000. Now the reason brought you back. Let's just save this. Couple of small changes. Yeah, well, a couple of purchases along the way. Some of the money from that is we sold our trailer, our forage wagon, because we weren't really using it. We did buy another cultivator. I did say I wanted something different. We bought this one second hand. That's grand. That's going to get a lot of use. The two of them will actually get used now. We actually bought, where are the trailers? Gone past them. Yeah. We bought this one. The reason being I need a side tip. Delivering the TMR to the cows. I had to keep stopping and starting because it was hitting the roof. Could have done a load and manual load, would have solved that problem. I tend to use the truck for stuff from the field anyway, so it's not like I needed a different trailer for hauling from the field. The reason I use the truck is it's faster. Now, we do have a lot of work to do to get ready for sowing season. I did say I was possibly going to put in cotton as well this season, which I probably am. Now, the only thing that I don't want to do with cotton is process it, because it's just so slow going through the mill or the spinnery. Just want to get this parked. You're not driving any of the fields now. The crop destruction on a lot of the crops now at this stage. And get this back and parked. The main reason I brought you back. Okay. Now, actually considering selling off all the sheep and goats. They've done their job. They're not part of the challenge. There's nothing for 5 months, as in reproduction. But that's not the main reason I brought you back. The main reason I brought you back, if we go into the right menu, is fields. So we said we're going to buy this one. We'll have the money now. I don't think there's anything in it. Let's have a look. No, nothing in it. That's grand. Okay, now, we did talk about buying fields along here and fields down here as well. Now, I'm looking for a field for cotton. A big enough field. That one there, we ain't got the money for it. That's okay. That solves that problem. That one there we do have. Or do we start buying these up? I don't know what's in that. There's him. He's not standing beside it now. I thought it says him when he's standing beside it. I was there. I was actually standing in that field. Canola. Yeah, don't really want it. So that is 73, 49. Actually, look at this field here. It's 4.4 acres of a field. We leave the canola field there. Which is that? 43. We can't afford this now. 48. Okay, we've bought these ones here. We're going to combine them together into one big field. Maybe not. Maybe we'll combine those two and then we'll buy that other one eventually. So I just want to bring you back when I'm doing that. Everything else with the animals is going pretty swimmingly. With the pigs, we're going to start getting offspring from them. And where is my trigger? Oh, it's there. Okay. They're going. Now they've been a great source of income. There you go. They done what we wanted them to do all the way through. I want to reorganise the earth. That's being honest with you. I want to modernise it a little bit as well. So that was one of the thinkings behind that. So we can jump back in here. Buy that. Another field I said I was going to buy for a reason. We're going to buy that. Okay, there you go. We're coming to an end and we're literally just going to have a major blowout of a harvest this time round. That's the plans. Why'd I buy that one up there? You'll see. If you're paying attention to the series, you'll know why. But anyway, let me get on with getting these fields here sorted out. Need to get out and do some soil sampling on all the fields. You know what? Since we don't have to leave this here to do water anymore, we might as well move it. And use this tractor to go do our soil sampling. Why not? So, yeah, I want to do a little bit of a reorganisation of the earth. Effectively now, where am I going to put this? I'll throw it anyway. Effectively now, I could, with the challenge complete, I could change that shed if I wanted to. I'm not quite sure I'm going to. But before I finish up, we will reorganise the yard. So I've a lot of soil sampling to do, and then I've a lot of work to do on those fields between lime and everything else. So what I'll do is I'll get the sampling out of the way, and I'll bring you back in when I decide exactly what I'm doing on those fields regards knocking them together. What I'll do, well, I do know what I'm doing, so I might as well tell you. These two get combined and these two get combined, not combine the whole lot. And yeah, I'll let you see what I'm doing down on plot number 55 in a little bit as well. So soil sampling, all of these, and then 55, we'll leave that one for after. We'll get the field sorted out first. I might as well go to the biggest one first. It's going to take quite a few samples. Still cheaper than I pressed the wrong button the first time. Still cheaper than buying the sample. Okay, I'll crack on with this and I'll bring you back in a little bit. Okay, we're back. We're down at the shop. Money's gone down again. I limed the fields after I merged them. They haven't been ploughed yet. Why not? Because we made a few changes. We bought the Highland Fishing New Holland T820, and we bought a new plough because we need more scope. This came up in the second-hand market. It's the wider stone picker we bought. We done their paint and that on it. That's the cultivator we bought. We haven't got rid of the other one yet, and we're getting rid of this trailer because it's magic. It sticks to everything. So I have the fields merged that I was doing, these two and these two, 32, 33, 34, 35, and I have 13 done. Now, it took a while to do the lime because naturally enough, I had to refill the lime spreader, I think a total of 8 times. Now, I was nearly going to trade it in and buy the Breedle one, the bigger one, and I just said, no, leave it. Now, other controversial thing too, I didn't get rid of New Holland. I don't want to. We're going to hang on to it for now anyway. We just bought this new one because this is really a bargain. There's no doubt about it. And we traded in the plough all right. So the plough is gone. The original stone picker, which was the standard width, is gone. We have the new stone picker there because it was in the second-hand market. That was on for 26,000. We got... we done okay. We got, I think, about 8 in for the other one by the time it was repaired and repainted and that. So I know we had to pay for the repairs and the repainting, but it still worked out. It still makes you feel like you haven't spent that much money when really you probably have, because you've paid for the other few bits and pieces. So the fields all need ploughing. So we're going to engage our new tractor straight away. This is more horsepower now than the Fendt. This is 281. The Fendt can go to 260 if we do. Brand new, 0 hours on it. I think, is this our first new tractor? We bought the Fendt new. I tell a lie. We bought the 923 now, or 924. The one we have, we bought that new. That was a brand new tractor when we bought it. The New Holland wasn't. That was second hand. New Holland now has, how many hours? Let's jump over. New Holland has 103.9. The Fendt has 101.8. We're going to hang on to New Holland for the time being. There's no necessity to sell it. We might use it. I was actually thinking, you know what, I actually are going to put it to use straight away. I'm going to put someone on these fields to get the... it doesn't have to be done this month, so maybe I might leave it. I got to say, we need to get the cultivation done on the oilseed radish fields and get them done. Now, why am I doing this field? That's a good question. Leave that field, it doesn't need to be done yet. We're putting cotton in one of the two fields we merged together, and that's where I should have been heading. Only I started talking, you lost me train of thought where I was meant to go, what I had planned for the next one. What's going in here? We're putting either lavender or poppy in here. The field on the other end is whichever one gets lavender, the other field's getting poppy. We're going to put flax in. We're going to put triticale in. We have spelt in. We're going for crops which are not the normal run-of-the-mill crops. Reason I'm going for poppy and lavender is the colour. The same with, we're going to have a big white field now when we put the cotton in. I'm actually going to do this one. And yeah, we're going to throw the cotton in. We're going to add a bit of colour to the fields. Yeah, the goats are gone, sheep are gone. Didn't do anything with the pens or anything yet. They're still there. Greenhouses are still there. We're going to change the yard around a bit, and that was kind of the intention moving forward. We're going to just make a few changes. You'll see why I bought plot 55, the small one over beside what would have been the original chicken farm if you bought it when you came into the game. I have a plan, and I did probably say it before what I was thinking of doing with the area, but I will update you when we get that far. So for now, I'm going to get this field ploughed and prepped, get stones picked, get it prepped, and get the cotton into this field, because that's what we need to do. Stones picked, that'll put the cultivation state on, then we can get the planter and get the cotton into the field. So I did say we were going to do the other crops, and to be honest with you, because we've more or less finished the challenge. And that, we haven't got the money for the harvester, we're going to lease it because it's not part of the challenge anymore. We're going to do it, and we'll see how we go. Anyway, I'll shut up now and get stuck into the work, and I'll bring you back when we're ready to put cotton in this field. Okay, cotton's going into this field. Don't know what's going in the next one next door. We have beans to consider doing as well, and a few other crops. We've our lavender and poppy fields picked out anyway. Triticale, whilst the other crops which we haven't done much of. Did look at sugar cane. I don't know whether I'll do it. Do we only have the one sugar cane harvester? Let's have a quick look at equipment. Where is it? I've only used it once. There. Yeah, we've only got that one. Unless I use Colossus pack, which I'm not going to, with the sugar cane head that goes with that. I'm not going to do that now. We'll give it a pass. Yeah, but we will. We've done sunflowers. We've done triticale before, I know, but we're going to do it again. We're going to put in our corn we're going to need for our pig food. And our root crops are going to get spread out around the outer fields. I'm kind of just concentrating in on what we have in around here at the moment. I have the New Holland out there getting rid of the oilseed radish. It's cultivating it in. These fields here, all the outer ones, including 160, are going to be root crops. So that's kind of the plan moving forward. Along here, we're going to have more grain type fields and oil based fields. With on the other side, we're going to have our flax, our poppy, and our lavender. So they're all going to go into the oil mill. Then we're going to have the spinnery will take the cotton, since we've no sheep anymore. That'll keep that going. And then we'll have whatever other fields we can, we'll get our grain crops in them. And that's kind of the plan moving forward. So I'll get this done. I'll get the oilseed radish done. I'll get the fields ready, and then I'm going to jump forward into March and then start getting crops in the ground in the other fields. And of course with this it won't need to be rolled, but with all the other ones they will. Hence one of the reasons I hung on to New Holland. It's a perfect tractor for it. If it ends up with 150 hours on it, ends up with 150 hours on it. We kind of didn't anticipate the money we were going to have, but then I didn't anticipate selling the sheep and goats. But I just thought, you know what, they've done their job. They brought us in. I knew they were going to bring in a substantial amount of money when we sold them, because we did do that before and restocked with babies again. We had 250 of each, and we made quite a packet out of the elder ones when we sold them. So anyway, I'll work away, get this done, and yeah, I'll update you when we hit March. Okay, moved on to March and getting the spring sowing in, even though there's snow on the ground. We have poppies going in here. We have lavender going in over here, which I don't know what he's at, but we'll check on him after. Yeah, a couple of changes. I did sort out up here. What I done was I'm going to visit it. Let you see. We have greenhouses. I put them in up here. I started them just before we moved forward, because I knew I'd forget them if I left them until we came in March. That's just an ornament. It's just decoration. That's why I bought this plot. I wanted to move the greenhouses away from the farm. The farm itself, I'll just run through this briefly with you, because I'm trying to get through as much work in this episode as possible. Of course, we will be inside in the building. And yeah, sheep pens gone. Of course, greenhouses are gone because we've moved them. And we've kind of opened this area. We're going to do something with here regards changing the yard, but we'll do that later on. There was snow around, that's why I didn't bother. We have all the fields prepared and ready. The oilseed radish has been cultivated in, and all the other ones. So literally we're going to get these two fields done first and then see. I was thinking we might put flax in here triticale over here. We need to put in potatoes, we need to put in corn, sorghum, and I think we're okay for sugar beets. And then the outlying fields over and beyond, the ones far away, there's going to be root crops going into them. So there could well be potatoes going into one of them as well. And hopefully we'll get to the point where we have money to buy another few bits and pieces. So basically we're just trying to get the crops in the ground. I need to go and buy fertiliser. We've filled up, we've nothing left. Well, we've not even half a bag left in the yard, so I'll need to go and do that. I suspect that both of them will run out. I have seed, but I've no fertiliser. But yeah, I just have to keep an eye on the other field over there. That's the problem with having the bigger field, is they'll go through a lot more seed. So we got a lot of work done off camera from the last bit when we were sowing the cotton, and we just want to progress and get all the rest of the spring sowing done in this episode, which includes the root crops as well. So that's going to go into next month as well. And then we'll just have to wait for everything to grow. The other thing that happened when we moved forward was it two of our pig enclosures had offspring. So we got, I think it was €4,000 from each of them for excess animals that were sold. So at least we know that they're going to bring us in offspring every 4 months from the looks of it. They seem to come around pretty quickly, because like the other ones are only 4 months old, and they all came from the same ones, from the offspring. So that's something going forward anyway. Now we've less income coming in because we've no goats, no sheep. We have our greenhouses, which do bring in decent money during the summer. The only thing we have left to sell in our stock is we have fabric that's been produced, and we have, what have we got? We have fabric and soybeans. So they're gonna go. When's soybeans due? July. Okay. So they're gonna be sold off. So we're not going to go broke, because there's no money going out and nothing else. And once the crops go in the ground, we've all the feed we need and everything else. So basically what we're doing is we're working towards the next episode is going to be the harvest, and it most likely will be the final episode on here, because the challenge is complete. I just wanted to get some of the other crops done. And I've said it before, I might get 2 more episodes out of it after this. I may not, it depends. We'll see what happens. Anyway, let me get these seeds in the ground, and then we'll see what happens after that. Stripy fields. Just a quick update. We're into the second part of the sowing in March, and we have made a couple of changes. Okay, we're sowing potatoes. We bought these 2 fields. That one already had potatoes in it. We bought it. And we bought 122. So these are our potatoes, which are going to go to our pig feed. Now, other things, nothing else has changed other than that. We still have the rolling going on the lavender there. This field is rolled. And other than that, we have our triticale gone in there. That needs to be rolled. Nothing else is done. Other thing too, I did make one change. I changed the greenhouse we had. I've kind of said, right, we're running to an end on this series very, very quickly. It's just the way it's happening. And I said, right, I've been using, I won't say, I've been using greenhouses that water themselves, but I've actually changed for the bigger greenhouses in the Boosted Greenhouses pack, and boy have they upgraded them since I last used them. Now I know there was a big mod upgrade on them, but it is, when I say a big mod upgrade, it is a big mod upgrade. They're super fast, super productive, super income, and I'm going to take it because as I said, we're coming to an end, and this is the second last episode on along the Kiel Canal, and the reason being is there's very few views on it now. It's dropped off substantially, and I have plans for something else, and the challenge is already complete anyway, so I can kind of do whatever I want. But I just said, right, let's make our greenhouse plot up there, and I literally just made our greenhouse plot and decided to use different greenhouses. I swapped out the ones I'd put down at first. So we bought these 2 fields from the income we got, and we're still chugging away. We're going to get them sown, we're going to get them taken care of. All the fields are going to be taken care of, and they're going to be the usual, harvested a whole lot in the next episode. We're going to treat the animals the same way we are. Granted, we've no more sheep and goats, they're gone, but what we have with our pigs and our cows, our Highland cows, they're going to cattle, they're going to continue on. And we really are coming to an end of this map, to be honest with you. I kind of did want to keep going on a bit longer, but to be honest with you, it takes so long to do episodes when you get really big and feature stuff on them, that I just decided, you know what, I'm already using up a lot of time. Along the Kiel Canal has taken a long time because it's a 4X map, and the other series, I'm enjoying La Meche, I'm enjoying the Hamlet, and I don't want to make any real changes there to either of them from what we have done now. If you've seen yesterday's episode in La Meche, where I've swapped out now completely no productions apart from what we already had, which is our oil mill and our grain mill and our dairy, and that's it. We were going to start doing loads of productions, but I decided, no, I'm not getting into productions on that map. We'll keep that for along the Kiel Canal. We're going to be doing loads of productions on that one. So basically, with this one, this is our sowing episode, and the next one's going to be our harvesting episode, and that's going to be the end of it on Wola. I've enjoyed it, and I hope you have too, and I'm still enjoying it. I'm enjoying getting all these fields done. We've a lot of work still to do, and I'm going to try and feature all the sowing in this episode. There might be shorter cuts than usual, just to go through it as we're doing it. And I hope you stick with me just for the next 2 and enjoy them as much as I'm enjoying doing them. And I just kind of decided, right, I was going to take out a loan. I just said, right, let's not bother with a loan. Let's just put in a different greenhouse, and I have them set to selling. I'll put down the mushroom one as well from it. So now, in a proper challenge, if I wasn't finished the challenge, there's no way I'd use them. They're just, overkill. They really are. They are overpowered. They did update them, and I kind of knew that the basic one I was using had gotten really good, and I kind of went, how did that? But then again, I couldn't remember, was it better and it dropped off and then they rewrote it and done an update to the mod? I don't ever remember it being as good as it was since the update, because the last couple of months, probably the last year, we've been getting a lot more than we had, I thought, but then I couldn't really remember. Now when I say a lot more, it still wasn't what I would call from the new ones is overkill. If I go into the stock check, it's not going to show you because it's been set to selling, so the stuff is selling almost straight away, so it's not showing much in there, so our money's gone up every hour. And that's the situation. When I bring it back now, when we have a couple of fields in, we're probably going to have 70,000-80,000 easily. But I'm going to continue. I wanted to get the spuds in, and I couldn't believe when I seen that field had spuds, so I just bought it. I know I said I wasn't going to buy fields, and I did think about re-sowing it and ploughing it and doing it, because it does need ploughing. And I just said, you know what, look, we've done all of that. We've been there all throughout the series. We've done everything, and let's just take it for this bit of fun for the last 2 episodes, and that's exactly what I'm doing. So I'll get back to this, get this done, and then I don't know whether we've more stuff that can go in March. I don't think so. I think we're done for March, to be honest with you. Beans, we're going in next month if we have a field. The carrots and the parsnips will go in. We've got to sow. We've got our lavender in. We've got our oat in. We're not doing onions, peas and carrots. No, we have our potatoes gone in now. We have rye in, we've spelt in. Spinach, sugar beet. Yeah, we'd put in some sugar beet maybe. Yeah, we'll have a look and see what fields we have left and what we're doing in them. Because naturally enough, we have our corn to go in for our pig feed and our sugar beet. Although I think we have more than enough sugar beet. We don't need to worry about it. Let's just check what we have in that production. Pig food production, we have, yeah, we don't need to put in any sugar beet. So guys, just this is what happens when you have a bit of a break between episodes, as I did to get other stuff recorded as well. I just continued on with Wola when I finished off, but then I had a couple of episodes of the Hamlet to do and along the Kiel Canal and some stuff to do with Lemeshe, and I just kind of realised how much time everything was taken to get done and how long this is taken to do as well, and how long it will take now that the fields are so big. So that's just an update on where we are and what's happening. Just topping off the pigs before we move forward, and just a quick update. Now, the work I've done is often taking quite a bit of time. That's the thing about this map when you get to this point. Now let's change the loading side. There we go. It should tip to the right. There you go. Just getting the pigs topped off so that they don't run out when we move forward. Not actually getting as much money as I thought each day. We're gaining money, but I actually thought we were gaining more. We would gain more. Now, with the steering lock on the axle to try to get out of here, and I don't think it's going to work. This trailer is handy for let's knock that axle lock off and let's think about what way we need to go. Trees are in the way behind. There we go, we got the tractor out. Not the most beautiful piece of driving, but we got it out. Yeah, I did do a couple of bits and pieces while we were while the rolling was going on, and a few bits where I had workers doing a few bits for me. I'm just going to let this empty here, and then we're going to move back to the yard. He's ready to go with flax in this field when we move forward to April. We got our potatoes done, we got them fertilised, we got them limed. Now, a few changes. We have another shed, which I said I was going to do. So, ideally, I would like to have the two of these back to back. But we have our bale storage is in the way. I would like to put one behind it. Our bale storage, we're going to empty it. We're going to bring these over, not needed on this farm anymore. So we have 180 bales in here. They need to go over to the cattle farm. Other than that, I haven't done an awful lot apart from a little bit of landscaping. We'll do a bit more when we get rid of this bale storage. Although I was thinking of keeping the bale storage on this farm and just putting one down, say the same shed, but backing it up to that and keeping a little courtyard in here maybe or something. I don't know. Yeah, I'm kind of playing around now because we're coming to the end. You know, and I put my little international in there with that this shed is empty. There's nothing in it anymore. I know it was a case for the challenge, we couldn't sell it, but I can now, I can get rid of it. But I'm leaving it there because I don't know what to put there. If I move it, what am I going to put in its place? Like, honestly, nothing. So why not just leave it as it is? It's part and parcel of the way we got used to the farm. I know it's changed with the pen gone and that, but anyway, let's go back and see, can we get out of here? I went the wrong way. Okay, need to get my brain in gear here. That's it, that's the way we want to go. Now, not even looking behind me because I'm just kind of going on what I know to be the way I need to go. Get the dolly part of the trailer to turn. Don't you just love dolly trailers? I don't know what farm will do a trailer that actually side tilts. What am I doing? Jackknife. Anyway, yeah, just a quick update on what's going on. Now, I've got the trailer axle locked. Otherwise, I'll never get out of here. Now we can take it off because we're going the other way. So, yeah, just a quick update on what we've done. We're going to move forward anyway in a minute or two into April and get stuck into the rest of the season. Just bringing you back quickly now. I did say I'd like a Farm Tech Meta trailer that didn't have a dolly. And we do need a manure spreader. This can be converted for 20,000. So I traded the other one in because I didn't have the money to actually buy it. So we'd no try. I could have leased it to try it, but then again we would have wasted money. Please fit, please fit, please fit, please fit. Yeah, will it go in? Oh yes. Oh, look at that. I can't get a view on it. Hold on, go back. How much is it making it by? It's only just making it. The forage wagon wouldn't go in, we had, which is why we had the problem. And this can be converted over to 34,000 square metre manure trailer, which we do need because we have, look, if we go in here, manure, we have 245,000 litres, which can be sold where manure station somewhere. I need it for the fields. We have crazy amount of slurry as well, can be sold at the BGA. Where is that BGA? Is that the BGA up the top of the map? Okay, let's have a look. It is, yeah. Okay, I haven't been there. I just know there's one on the map. Is that it? Not flashing? No, I don't see anything flashing. Well, that is the BGA. I did do tag place, and that's must be where it's tagging. Tell you what, let's go to the field beside it and see, is it tagging it? It is, yeah. How much is that? 1.2 million. Over. Okay, that solves that issue. I was wondering whether I could buy it and sell, make digestate or whatever. I don't know what that BGA actually does. I keep driving on this field to get in here. I could do it if that silo should have been placed facing the other way, but I don't know why. I think we had buildings here at the time when I put it in. Anyway, I'll leave this here. I'm going to move forward and I'll bring you back in. We're going to be in April. Okay guys, we're still here. I lied. We're not going to move forward. We're going to finish this episode here. I'll bring you back in April when we're going to do the sowing. I think we're going to have 2 more episodes after this one. It's just too much to do. In real time, this is after taking me hours to get through everything I had to do. There's so much when the farm is so much bigger. And I'm kind of trying to rush things just to get to finish. So we'll do 3 episodes. We'll do this one and 2 more. And that'll be the end of it from Wola Zabierzowska. Yeah, I'm just kind of pushing it, just trying to get there. So there's no point. It's only, I'm making a mess out of the episode really by doing that, because we're up to 48 minutes, 49 minutes. We're going over, well over. It's just, there's so much to do because there's so much more land. Anyway, for this episode, we're done. Thanks a million for joining me. If you stuck with me this far, please forgive the messing about and that, trying to get so much done, but we just have so many fields and we've so much to do with the rest of the sowing that needs to go on, and then that'll lead into the harvesting. So we'll combine it all together in another 2 episodes before we wrap up on Wola Zabierzowska for good in 2 more episodes after this one. So thanks for joining me, and please hit the like button anyway. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about the series ending in 2 episodes time. It's just, we've gone so big now, it takes a long time to work through what we have. And we've done practically everything on the map anyway. So I'm kind of running out of things to do regards crops and everything else. We've done them all. We've achieved the goals of the challenge an episode ago easily. So that's kind of where we're just playing out time really now. So all that's left for me to do for now from Wola Zabierzowska is say goodbye for now until the next time. Bye bye.